Hello, this is Jamie Magritte. Welcome to Jamie's Craft Table. Today we're going to make a fairly simple card. I haven't actually made it yet, I just have the idea. And one of the pieces is this piece of mint macaron that I've cut out from this die here, which is from the Forever Flourishing dies. It's the one that goes with the ferns. Okay, then I fussy cut out this little pansy out of some of the new Pansy Petals Designer Series paper. I have a piece of white, which is 2.5 by 3 3/4. A piece of Pretty Peacock, which is 2 5/8 by 3 7/8, just because I want to use some of my Pretty Peacock up. It goes fairly nicely with this other paper. This is also from that Pansy Petals, and it's 1.5 inches by 5.5 inches. And this is the new soft succulent, and it's 4 1/4 by 5.5. And I have a card base. This time it's 5.5 by 11, or 4 1/4 by 11, scored and folded at 5.5. Just for something different. And I'm using a retired stamp set. This is Trust God. I'm using this sentiment: live simply, love generously, care deeply, speak kindly, leave the rest to God. I just love this stamp set. And I decided I needed a stamp that was like that shape. And I really love that one. I didn't really want a friendship card. Okay, and the only stamps ink I'm using is Gorgeous Grape. So let's get started. I think the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and stamp the sentiment. And since this is a really old stamp set and it does not have the sticker on it because it's an old one, I just want to make sure I have it going the right way. Okay. I'm going to stamp this in the center of this piece, but a little bit more towards the top. Perfect. Okay, let's bring in this piece here. Dear, I got ink on that. Alright, let's clean my hands. Alright, turn this over since I got ink on it. Let's bring in a bone folder because this has edges on it. Actually, I think it'll be fine because I'm going to hide it. Alright. This is going to go there. This is going to go over the top. So let's mount this piece to the Pretty Peacock. You could use that Evening Evergreen. That would be pretty with this too. But I really wanted something with a little bit of a color other than the green. I could have used Gorgeous Grape as well. That would have been pretty. Okay, I'm going to use, I used a little bit of seal, and I'm going to mount this on top of this peacock, and it's just a very small border. There we go. Alright, let's bring in this piece. I'm going to go ahead and mount this. I'm going to use this little checker. I love the little checkers. And I want it to go all the way to this edge. So I'm going to set it down on my table, and I'm going to lay both on the table. Line up those edges. And put it down. And I'm going to go ahead and mount this to the front of my card. I want the checkers to be on the left-hand side. I want to turn it over because my fold is at the top. Oops. Okay. Alright, then this is going to get mounted about there like that, I think. I don't know, should I dimensionalize it? No, I'm just going to use the snail. Like that. This is going to go here. Let's bring in some wet glue for that. You could use your sponge. I haven't used this yet today. See if I can get it open. And see, it's got this little dry spot in there. I gotta pull that out. Now it should work. It's getting low. There's not much left in it. There we go. I haven't used it in a couple days, and I have a tendency to leave it open. And I'm just putting little dabs. See, just tiny little dabs on the back of each leaf. Okay. Let's turn this so I can see what I'm doing. Kind of want this stem to line up with the edge of this a little bit. There we go. Okay, now this is going to go here. I think I'm going to put this on dimensional. And it is just designer series paper, so make sure you get plenty of stuff underneath it. Sorry, my cat was chewing up one of my foam mats. I was keeping her quiet, but I don't really want her eating that because I need them. Little ones here, a little one here. Okay, take these backs off. This is going to go right here. There we go. It's a very simple card, but I really like it. Maybe I could add a little bow on here. I'm not sure. Let's see if I can bring in my crinkled seam binding and make a bow. So add the bow there. Or should I put it up here? If I'm going to put it on, I think I want it down here. Well, let's go ahead and try it. Ribbon shears. I do like that. And I probably could have taken a sponge dauber and added a little bit of color onto this, but I like it like this too. Roll this up. There we go. Maybe we should add a little bling. Let's see. Add a little bling in. Which one? Got the green ones. Oh, these are pretty. Maybe those would work. There we go. I think that came out very pretty. Well, thank you so much for joining me today at Jamie's Craft Table. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you can find a little bit of time to play with some stamps, ink, and paper.